What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing in, I would say, Emerald or Platinum, playing against an Action. Runes are in the bottom left here that you can see. And in this particular matchup, you kind of just have to concede the fact that Action will always outtrade you because he has essentially PTA and the double tap. So the goal is really to avoid taking unnecessary damage and just look for free Qs when you can. And then, of course, when he hits level 2, you kind of have to respect the fact that he can just fling himself into you. But if you want to look for free opportunities every single time that he goes up to right click, you want to look to Q at the same time, since he'll be distracted and focused on something else. But here he hits level 2, we just completely back up and give respect. And if he does jump in, I was thinking about taking E second for the extra stats. But with the wave constantly pushing towards me, we know that Zianni started blue, so she's pathing towards top side, which means that we have a lot of information to work with, and she's probably right about here right now. We're exchanging crabs, which means I don't need priority. We're going to different crabs on the map, so if I just keep letting them push into me, it won't matter, because we're not fighting for that crab. We do have bone plating, so we just win if we trade autos. We don't want to give him free PTA like that, though. But we've basically won already. This guy is running refillable potion, which means he doesn't have that easy of a time healing for mistakes. So he's probably going to reset here. I'm going to go and shove this and leave as well. He's basically doing a cheated recall, but as a result of being forced out of lane off resources. Oh, he actually stayed. Honestly, we're going to go back anyways and just TP back. This may seem like a waste, but using TP to get a tangible benefit in lane is actually really smart. Because at this point we know he has Ignite, so he's basically forced to stay in lane with no resources, and now that we have a stat advantage, I just have infinite trading potential. So here, even if he recalls, he loses because he's just going to lose a ton of CS. So I'm going to continue to let this wave push towards me. We know that Zianni is above us because Crab spawned at 330. So she pretty much has to be in this area, ganking top lane. And we get a free gank from Zach because it's slow pushing into me. Which is why when you're exchanging crabs, you always want to... Sorry. Okay, we got it. Oh, if he actually landed that, we would have got it since he could have pulled him in. But still, he's losing all this CS. And it's just because he's slow pushing into me during a crab timer. And that's something that you can pretty much do in every single game that you play, provided that you're paying attention to those exchange moments. Finding out where the jungle's heading to is a very important thing in every single game that you play. Alright, so here we're forced to kill some of these excess minions because there's just too many of them. It's pushing the wave too fast. Normally when you want to control the rate at which a wave pushes, you start with the casters because they do more damage. 27 damage versus 12. And we'll go ahead and just wait here. Now, the issue is that he's got a free opportunity to reset, so he's going to have a little bit more stats than me because I've already recalled. But he is losing a ton of experience, which is something good. Our team comp is scaling in nature because we have a Jinx, Ori, Hecarim, Camille. So as long as this game goes even against an Olaf and a Akshan Lucian early game, we technically just win in the mid game. So I'm not really forced to make any dangerous plays. I can if I want to because I'm the better player. But playing consistently and just playing off of wreck scenarios is really good for us. We just don't want to be too greedy to the point where we're egoing. Just take trades that are consistent and are correct, like when he goes for this cannon minion, the free QW if we're paying attention. We're just a little bit too far right there. If he goes for this caster, it's a free QW. If he goes for this caster, it's a free QW. And when he goes for this melee as well, we can get a free QW. Fortunately, we got a little bit too close there, so we just take a bunch of unnecessary damage. And this is just him having a Vamp Scepter, making it hard to deal with his extra sustain. But I thought about pulling the wave to the side there. It's just I don't have enough HP to do it since I'm low on health. We're just trying to be as frugal as possible. As long as I'm under my tower, I don't really have to be afraid of him dashing into me. And we're probably going to look to reset here just because we've gotten the dragon already and there's nothing left to do here. And I have enough money for a lost chapter. So I'm gone. Best time to reset is on a cannon wave, because cannons are very hard to push early on because they're 1000 health. So even if he tries to shove me in here because he noticed too late, I don't really lose anything at all. Because again, he has to kill a 1100 health cannon. He's got to push that entire wave, and then this wave has to crash in the tower, and my tower has to do 8 tower shots against this cannon to kill it. So I've effectively lost nothing. I get an opportunity to go back and spend my money. And because I'm the first person back in lane, I'm technically able to influence the map for the next 40 seconds for free. Which is very, very pivotal on roaming champions. So it's something that you should always be looking to do, is find opportunities to reset first, which forces them to go back as well. And then since they're in base, you have the opportunity to do whatever you want. Now he actually, instead of recalling, he goes top lane, which is crazy to me. I think we might actually get a flash play here. Nope. If he was still in that area, I probably would have flashed over the wall, but this guy actually, he didn't reset and went straight top. That's insane. They could have actually maybe won that. I get a free plate here. I could have probably roamed bottom instead, but unfortunately I had to go over to this top plane. I'm surprised they lost 2v2 considering Akshan was like half health. Oops. But we have a pretty significant CS advantage. Oh my god. We still win this, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. Right, unfortunately for me, I'm going to lose some CS as a result of that. Probably going to end up losing this entire wave. But still a pretty significant XP advantage. It's just the Blade of the Rune King build is so annoying to play against. This guy has to be on reset right now, so we're going to hard shove, and then we'll probably end up looking to either rotate into a side lane or just play for play. It's better for me to stay mid lane just because both my lanes are in pretty hard positions to touch. And we're just going to start taking advantage of the fact that we have Hecarim nearby. Jeez. I think we could have probably Hecarim ulted a little bit earlier, but this is a really good counter gank. Oh, you took my cannon! I don't know if Zianni has ult or not. I mean, he just heard as a body blocking machine, though. I'm gonna go and take another wave, and then we'll probably look to reset by tier 2 boots. Alright, very good for us, actually. Even if I stay for another plate, it's not going to make a huge difference. The only thing I'm going to happen is Akshan will get here and then kill me. So it's better for me to go reset, buy some items, and get back on the map as fast as I can. We're just going to head straight back mid lane. And I'm going to look to ult him and the wave here, if he greeds for another plate. So this way I force him to take tower shots. And since we're running through the aura field, he should just die here. Yeah. That's pretty much the easiest way to get solo kills on Orianna, is just force them to face tank tower shots. Because you're clearing the entire wave at the same time, so it just forces them to immediately take aggro. Unfortunately, we know he has no flash, so once he ran out of that E, I've got tier 2 boots versus tier 1. I'm always faster than him. Now we know that Zianni's above us. It's kind of the only consideration we have right now. But I'm just gonna try to take as much as I can here. She did Rift and then cross-mapped all the way bottom. She's kind of nutty. I was thinking about TPing to this. Probably not melee ranger, right? Ah, it's so unlucky. By unlucky, I mean I spaced that so poorly. I could have actually 100% killed her as well. I just gotta keep her in lane right now because Hecarim's looking for a tower dive. What? So we should just take first blood tower here if we can. I don't know why Hecarim's not staying, but we have to run the full way since Akshon's walking straight bottom. My man's got ult and everything, he just doesn't want to put threat. Now I can use my ult to take the tower shots. Or sorry, I can use the tower to take the ult shots from Akshon, that's him. Okay, nice. I'm going to be going full magic pen this game just because we are main source of magic damage. And they have 3 squishy champions that we pretty much explode. And we'll just run straight here to Dragon and then we can lane allocate after that. Lucian should be heading back to bot side, so just being here in the vicinity will help if they re-engage. No way I'm getting ulted on. Fortunately, Olaf already ghosted, so he's got nothing. That's pretty crazy. Pretty sure we just killed this guy, guys. Nice. We should look to kill Lucian as well if we can, but... yeah, you guys can Dragon. I'll take wave. Excuse me? Why don't you just go mid lane if you want to farm? Guess we'll take tower all together. We'll split the gold 3 ways. I'm gonna reset for a rod and then I'll just head back mid. We can do Dragon afterwards. Meow. I'm broke. That's 8k gold collectively. That's like a... they're literally pinging 1300 gold and they're like, yeah, we have no money. The fuck you mean you have no money? That's an entire BF sword. It's crazy. They probably could have done Dragon if they wanted to, but we have TP and everything, so... usually in lower elos, people just do not make conscious decisions, so as long as you're being a little bit thoughtful, you can at least guarantee efficiency on your end. Which is nice. At this point, Hecarim is just intentionally refusing to path towards Dragon, so we're going to solo it. And then I probably have to go top here at this point. So I could probably space out an Olaf unless he's Ghost. It's like the main thing if I lane against Olaf. I'm gonna go grab blue buff though. And the next objective is Rift in a minute. So we're pretty much just looking to take tier 2 towers. If I get to here, I can actually look for an ult over the wall. If she keys forward to kill these, then that gives me a good chance of killing. Nice. I waited for her to run past the ball so I could pull her back forward. Because the ult will pull people in the direction opposite of them. Just keep in mind that we have an absolute ton of damage. He missed Axe, so we pretty much just win at this point. And since he has no flash, there's no way for him to actually get out of that. Because the only way that Olaf can continue his rage mode is if he's getting right clicks. So the moment he misses that axe and he's unable to pick it up, it's just pretty much a free fight. So as long as we're mindful of that information, it's very easy for me to know if I'm going to be winning or not. So like right now, she's already used everything. Ow. Aw, you bitch. I keep forgetting there's an action in this game because he's been so useless. That's pretty bad, actually. We just gave him a pretty massive shutdown. Wait, did I not have a shutdown? There's no fucking way. From 7-1, I have no shutdown. Right, we can look to TP back here, but probably better if they just walk away. We've got ult, so we could probably win it. Nice. We have such a great Orianna comp, it's actually ridiculous. We have 3 hard engagers I can put my ball on. And then I have a hyper carry that I can play utility for. It's perfectly rounded as all things should be. At this point we can just kind of greed if we want to. If we actually got one more auto, he probably would have died. That would be game. Now we have to be curious because there's Sejuani ult available. Looks like they're going to go and concede it. A very aggressive position on that one. I'm actually being minion blocked right now. It is still... Oh, okay. Probably flash the axe. Yeah. Seems getting a little bit overzealous, one would say. At this point, we just reset. And then we go Baron. And I think I might pick up... No, I don't need it. I was thinking about doing a Oblivion Orb, but I think it's just better to go straight Magic Pen at this point. We're building Void Staff because they do have 2 melee tanks. And I still get enough damage to one-shot everybody else by building Void, so I don't need to cuck my scaling by going Shadow Flame. Should be a free Baron as long as we focus. And since we have open Nexus, we could just play for mid lane, but in situations like this, there's nothing stopping us from going the only remaining lane. If they fight us at top tower, they lose. And if they don't, then we get triple inhibitor, which gives us super minions, which means we win anyways. So by going top, we have a tangible objective to take. If we go mid lane, we have to get a winning team fight, which is still really easy for us. But you just always want to make sure that you're building your lead instead of just hoping for 5v5 that goes in your favor. Because people will make mistakes all the time, and then the game gets slowed down for another 4 minutes. Yeah, if she played off of that tower destruction, would have been nice. Nice. GG, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.